Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Today we have some pretty big news. We're going to go ahead and break everything down. Without further ado, make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications, subscribe if you're new around here. And it seems like we're going to be getting consistent Xenoverse 3 updates. Big thanks to DBS Hype over on Twitter for sharing this. They went ahead and said, official site reveals that new info on Xenoverse 3 will keep releasing in V-Jump from time to time. So, as we all know, we just got this month's V-Jump scan, and it was filled with new information that we haven't seen before, because typically they would drop a trailer and then we would just get a recap of the trailer within the scans, correct? That's how it went down for the first couple of scans with the teaser and announcement trailer, and that's how they've been doing things with their recent games such as Sparking Zero. But a very lengthy scan as well. We got the transformations for the CSCs, soul change and new mechanic, battle styles for the CACs, something that we've been asking for ages, new features such as the card penetration, key crusher, critical break, additional attacks, and soul assist. It seems like it's just going to be filled with different types of unique styles, things better for certain occasions, I guess you could say. And it's just going to be one of the best Dragon Ball games of all time, if you ask me. Going back to the tweet, this is the quote from the official site: keep your eyes peeled for follow-up reports and future editions of V-Jump about this title as its planned 2027 release approaches. So, leading up to the release dates, all we have is the year window. We don't know exactly just yet, but I made a prediction a while ago saying that the game is probably going to be dropping early 2027, quarter one. My bold prediction is February 2027, right? So, we very well could be getting V-Jump scans with a ton of new info each month leading up to the release. It's currently June. We just got the scans. So July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 6 additional scans for the game, which is great. You know, just keep going until we get to the actual release. Xenoverse 3 has revived V-Jump. Lol. Just because recently, again, the V-Jumps would typically go over the announcement and teaser trailers, and it wouldn't necessarily provide any info, any new info at least. So now it kind of seems like it's going to be the opposite, where we're going to be getting a ton of new details within the V-Jump and potentially some trailers after the V-Jump, but we'll discuss a little bit more about that later on. This is going to be the actual official site where DBS Hype got the news from. Get all the latest info on Dragon Ball games and goods in V-Jump's jam-packed supersized August edition. And here we have the front cover of Boruto, and it goes over a ton of Dragon Ball games and cards, stuff like that. It's not just Xenoverse 3. So real quick, if you guys are interested, let's just go over this. Bonus super card game Fusion World Vegito card. So this is going to be a promo one. Don't necessarily know how you get that. This is apparently for the new sets that came out recently. FB10 Cross Force. Kind of cool. This is going to be the next set for Fusion Worlds. It's called Story Booster 01, where they're, I guess, covering more of the anime itself with the art style and designs. And even Dragon Ball Super Divers, which is funny because this game is exclusive to Japan, right, on the arcade machines. It's not playable over here in the US, and they're still promoting it. Hey, kind of cool. I guess some people could collect the cards and stuff like that. And if you guys have been paying attention to the channel, I do like to upload the gameplay animations of Dragon Ball Super Divers and even Fusion Worlds, just because we do have the digital clients of the game, and they have pretty cool cutscenes, right? And here we have the Xenoverse 3 panel. The latest Dragon Ball action is here. Xenoverse 3 special feature. The logo that we've seen many times before. Feast your eyes on this issue for all the most recent Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 info. The special feature breaks down the game's newly revealed combat system. The road to victory appears to lie in using attacks best suited for each scenario and effectively harnessing the power of the experienced Super Warriors. So harnessing the power of the experienced Super Warriors, that's the sole change, right? And I've been seeing some commotion in regards to this. I mean, to be fair, I'm a bit skeptical as well, because I don't think it would be the best if we literally just transform into the cast characters. That's what they did over in Dragon Ball The Breakers, which made sense in that game because it was an asymmetrical game and we were literally humans. We weren't even fighters. I know that we're probably Earthlings in Xenoverse 3 as well, but we're part of the Great Salmon Squad. We know key control, all that good stuff. In Breakers, we were just actual normal civilians, so it made sense for us to transform into the cast characters. But in Xenoverse 3, I hope that's not the case, just because we're going to have CACs and normal playable cast characters. So if we were to transform into a cast character, why not just pick them at the start of the battle at that point? You know what I mean? So hopefully it is something different. It will be a lot better once we get legitimate gameplay, just because the descriptions, English translated, scan does help, comes in handy, of course, but gameplay would just be a little bit easier to decipher what's actually going on. Like this one, the centerpiece right here, Key Crusher, apparently it's going to greatly lower the opponent's stamina. A Kamehameha Blast is going to be doing it. So it's kind of strange why that's happening. Like I said before, maybe there's going to be a new category of super attacks that will specifically be draining this stamina blast, which is kind of bizarre, but again, we just have to be a bit more patient for the gameplay. Going back to the official sites, keep your eyes peeled for follow-up reports in future editions of V-Jump about this title, as its planned 2027 release approaches. So, same thing as the quote over here. Very promising stuff. Going back to Sparking Zero, when they were promoting the heck out of that game leading up to the official release, we got scans almost every month and the character trailers, whether they were revealing more of the roster or just gameplay mechanics, showcases, overviews. We pretty much got in Sparking Zero trailers almost every month as well. So hopefully that's the case for Xenoverse 3. We still don't have the trailer for this scan right here, which is a bit bizarre if you ask me. I feel like we should be getting one soon. That's not confirmed, but I think that would be the best case scenario, where we do get a trailer for every V-Jump scan. Now, going over here to DBS Hype, we have this one user, Zaid, who didn't mention anything about trailers, I assume. And Hype responded, nope, but if trailers are planned, then they'd come after each V-Jump's official release date. So let's see if we get one this month, or it's only going to be info in the magazine. So the V-Jump scans, as we all know, we did get the leaks. However, they already officially came out Japan time zone on the 19th, which currently is probably like the 21st over there. So they came out like 2 days ago. And according to Hype, if they do have trailers plans, it'll be after the official release of the scans, which that's already the case. So could the trailer be dropping anytime soon? Maybe before the next issue of the V-Jump scan. I went ahead and spoke about this, but notice the first trailer of Xenoverse 3, it was called Age 1000 at the time. It was just a teaser. It was revealed at the Genkidama Tsuri events, which was just exclusively going over Dragon Ball reveals, right? The second trailer for Xenoverse 3 was the actual announcement trailer at Battle Hour 2026. So I mentioned before that we very well could be getting this trailer right here with all the info at a potential next upcoming event, which what's better than Genkidama Matsuri and Battle Hour 2026? Nothing. So where could they be revealing this? Well, maybe at an anime expo. I know it's not as great as Battle Hour or Gekishi Squadra because, you know, it's not purely about Dragon Ball. But hey, you know me, Dragon Ball Naruto, the coolest anime out there. this is going to be obviously going over a ton of anime announcements and reveals, so they very well could be dropping the third trailer at this event here, which is going to be starting July 2nd. It's going to be a 4-day event, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Yeah, I could definitely see it happening. That's only about, what, 2.5 weeks away? No, like 2 weeks away from the time of recording this video. And Bandai, they have revealed stuff at Anime Expo before, such as, I think, My Hero Ultra Rumble, the Battle Royale game. I think even a Sparking Zero trailer. I think at one time, they even hosted the Bandai Namco Summer Showcase. You guys remember that? The one they did last year was over on their YouTube channel, where they talked a little bit about My Hero Academia Oz Justice. But I think the one before that one, it was hosted over here at Anime Expo. Bandai had their entire panel, and they did the reveal. So yeah, the next trailer could be coming out in between July 2nd to the 5th, or it could be coming out sooner than that, if they even have one planned. Remember, it's not 100% confirmed. I guess it's more going back to the older days, where not necessarily we have trailers, but at least we have the monthly V-Jumps, where they provide additional info. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, it didn't always provide those trailers. I think we're a little bit used to that now because of what Sparking Zero did with their top tier promotion. But since Xenoverse 3 is currently in the promotion phase of things, I kind of would like them to provide those trailers. Going over here to Summer Game Fest, just to reiterate, it was at the event, the video game Xenoverse 3, but there was no playable demo. Content creators and press got to experience something over there, right? So I'm assuming that they got to experience a trailer, the upcoming trailer. It very well could have shared the same information as this right here, which I would think that's the case, but we're supposed to be expecting some new additional info soonish, according to Romstyle. Be sure to watch Romstyle's latest Xenoverse 3 video. He went ahead and said soonish that we could potentially experience what these creators got to experience at Summer Game Fest in regards to Xenoverse 3. And in my personal opinion, again, I just think that's going to be the trailer with this information here, but it's going to be a lot better. You know, trailers are typically 1 minute to 2 minutes long with some actual gameplay. Just wanted to go over a little bit of Xenoverse 3 news. Thank you guys for the immense support as always. Let me know down below in the description what you guys think about the monthly follow-up reports in regards to Xenoverse 3. Well, it doesn't necessarily say monthly, right? Keep your eyes peeled for follow-up reports in future editions of V-Jump about this title as it's planned. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily say monthly, so my bad if I have been saying that. But thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!